All right, so real quick, we're going to talk about the basics of litmus paper, also known as pH or indicator paper, and how it works and basically how to read it. So inside a package of litmus paper, you get one of these scales, and it gives you values based on colors. So you take your piece of litmus paper. We can get one off here. And then you need to expose it. I actually got several there because these are really thin. Try and get just one. And what you do is you take your indicator paper and you expose it to your liquid. In this case, we have a generic diet soda is what we're going to call it. And all we're going to do is we're going to dip and withdraw. And we're going to give this just a little bit to sort of run through here and change. And while that's going on, we're going to take another one of these strips and we're going to dip it into a different liquid. In this case, we're actually going to dip it into a straight amount of vinegar. Okay, so classic distilled white vinegar, just so you can sort of see the differences in how each of these work. So after you give it a little bit of time, you've got to sort of take and read the values, okay? And you just want to sort of take a look at what does the color manage to compare itself to. So if we start looking at these values, our generic diet soda, probably somewhere in the 5 to 6 range. Look at our vinegar though. Our vinegar is way over close to the 2 to 3 range. You know, 3 is actually really close. 5 is a little close. Sometimes it is a little harder to read the pH paper when your initial liquid has a color to it. So just remember that when you're reading these. But that's the basics of litmus paper. You get the indicator strip exposed to your liquid, and then give it a few minutes, and then compare it to your colors on your chart. And that gives you your acid base value, or your pH value for your liquid.